It has been 15 years since the White Sox won the World Series. So we thought, let's call up a bunch of 2005 guys, get them together, have a little reunion for all of you. So I reached out to a bunch, not sure who's going to pop in. We'll find out. We'll see for ourselves. Oh, look at this. We got Ozzie Guillen, Jermaine Dye, AJ Przinsky, Aaron Rowan, Cliff Polite. All right, let's go around. First off, John Garland is still trying to join the conversation, and he's having all sorts of technical issues. I don't know why he can't join, but favorite
if Rowe
memories.
can figure it out, anybody can figure it out.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a great point.
Savvy guy. Nice tennis friggin'.
So everyone watching, there's J-O-N. He just can't get in here for some reason. Favorite memories. Let's go around. Start with Aaron Rowan. Favorite memory of 05 for you?
Oh, man, so many. I would say probably watching Scotty hit that walk-off against Brad Lidge is up there. But I think overall my favorite memory is just the group of guys. That was the biggest thing, and how unselfish everybody was on the field, pulling for each other, doing what we needed to win games. It wasn't about any individual. It was just about our family. And that probably more than anything else is my favorite memory about that squad.
I think pulling a AJ Przinsky trick by acting like I got hit with the ball, and then Paul Konerko hitting a grand slam.
Yeah, you cheater. You're a cheater, dude.
And I might be going out on a limb here, but Ozzie always used to tell us all the time, like, hey, if you play bad, it's not your fault. If you play bad, it's my fault because I put you in the lineup. And he said, I will never throw you under the bus. I will take responsibility for putting you in the lineup if you mess up. And so one day after a game, we were
until the next day in the newspaper when he was like, yeah, that guy sucks.
Yeah, no, it was on the post-game interview, and Jermaine, we had lost the game because in the ninth inning, Jermaine dropped the fly ball going back to the fence. It was a tough play. It hit the top of his glove and bounced off. And so after the game, we're in the clubhouse in the weight room working out, watching the post-game interview. And Ozzie goes, well, if our right fielder would have caught that ball, we would have won the game. So
first of all, I have a rules in my day. I cannot lie to the fans. But I lead the league and throw the people under the bus, but I let them know what they did wrong. You know what I mean? One time I bring a lefty, so it's my fault because what I should put him there. But I expect everybody to make the play. I expect everybody to make the, what it means to win the game. And I love it. I remember that year I come into the clubhouse. It's like somebody run through somebody's T-shirt. I bet you AJ did it. Somebody did. I'm hanging right to it when I'm walking into the clubhouse.
Hey, but the best part about that was, so after everybody left out of the clubhouse, I got a white T-shirt and I wrote "die" on it, like on the back, and then I took it out into the tunnel and I ran over it with the golf cart like 15 times, so it had track marks on it, and then I hung it in JD's locker. The next day I come in and Ozzie walks in and he goes, okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Art Gar.
Hey, look who's joining us. John Garland got in.
Oh, Garfein.
Oh, you remember that time you made Jermaine play shortstop?
It was in
Oakland. Creedy got kicked out.
Some guy got hurt. Creedy got thrown out of the game. He got hit by pitch, and I have a shortstop. I said, hey, can you play shortstop? He almost like, what? If you can play shortstop, I can play shortstop.
AD, you played short?
You picked him.
Yeah.
I drafted out of high school shortstop.
Because when we started the season, people say, well, and I said, we got a lot of if. A lot of if. With Gucci was an if. PK come with a bad season. AJ, we don't know AJ. Jermaine, we know he's going to be a good player. Police come from Mexico playing, Rowan. We got a bunch of guys. Garland, after the third inning, they take him out of the game. We got a lot of if on the field. But those if, the thing is, my 2004, we have a great players, but we don't have a good team.
Yeah.
We have good players, man.
Well, we lost AJ. He had to leave. You guys want to say anything about AJ now that he's not here?
We get in trouble.
Ask Carl Everett that.
Yeah, hey, we all got, bro. Hey, we get in trouble. Hey, we get in trouble. And
Oh, let's hear about this. Carl Everett and AJ, what happened?
Oh, no. Well, okay, you guys telling me because I wasn't there.
Well, I had a lot.
Who wants to tell that story?
JD brought it up, man.
Go ahead, JD.
JD and I both had lockers right there, so we heard it all.
There we go, Cliffy. I was waiting for you, Cliffy.
Come on, you start it.
You want to say it or you want me to say it?
You go ahead.
So yeah, like Cliff was saying, my locker, his locker, Carl Everett's locker was right next to ours. And Carl used to, as we know, Ozzie likes to have kids in the clubhouse. Kids are allowed in the clubhouse until, it's time for us to get ready for the ball game. Well, Carl had his son in the clubhouse a little bit, sometimes longer than he should. So AJ I don't know if we were going through a bad streak or what it was, but
it was Jermaine. It was when we went through that bad streak, and then Kenny put notes out in our locker. Kids out at 6:30.
Oh, that's right. So AJ, of course, knows how to push right buttons. Made a little comment under his breath walking by Carl's locker, and just pushed the wrong button. And Carl, actually, it was AJ was in his locker, and Carl walked by, right, Cliff?
No, so Carl was. I'll take over a little bit here. Carl was putting his shoes on, and it was like 6:29, and about 10 seconds left before it flipped to 6:30. And AJ kind of walked by and said 6:27, 6:28, 29, and Carl said, "Get to 6:30, mother," and then said, "I'll knock you the F out." And it was on. It was something. It was great.
We had to get between them.
Yeah, he just pushed, like Jermaine said, he pushed those right buttons. He's like 58, 59, and Carl said, "Get to 60, see what happens."
Hey, the funny part about that whole thing is, AJ, as his son Austin got older, as he kept playing, his son was in the locker room more than anybody else's kids ever.
But we have to wrap up soon, but I want to go around a couple of guys like Cliff. What are you going to take from the 05 season, and what has it done to your life and for your life?
Well, real quick, I want to tell you the memorable thing about the regular season was the game we finally clinched in Detroit. We still had 6 games left, but when we clinched that, it goes back to what Rowan was saying about us being a family, and to actually get to celebrate and pour champagne and win that division with all the guys that you battled through the whole entire year with was very special and very memorable to me, because like I said, we all went out there and battled and played our hardest every day, and to actually get to celebrate that we've done something, we accomplished something, and that builds some lifelong friendships from that day on. So very cool. But the 05 season has changed my life. Actually, people in St. Louis know who I am, so it's kind of cool.
How about you, John?
Like just say, just a group of guys, and just a greater appreciation as the career went on, and even now, never getting back to that moment and never being on a team that was that close. A lot of people could stay on the same team, or they go different places. They go to playoffs, another World Series. Never happened again for me. Some playoff stuff, but never happened again, and was never that close with any combined team. A few teammates, yes, but not a combined team ever again.
How about you, JD?
Just the appreciation, like everybody was saying, like Gar said, how hard it is to get to the playoffs, let alone get to the World Series and win. Like I feel like in 2006, the next year, the following year, I felt like we were a better club, and I think our stats and everything about that team proved that. But for some reason, we weren't able to get back to the World Series. So just a small fraternity of guys that have been fortunate enough to be on teams that have made it and won. And just looking back at 05, just from top to bottom, we gelled together. We put it all together that whole year, and was fortunate enough to do something in the playoffs, go 11-1. That I can't really see being done like that ever again.
And Blummer, you like hopped in, hopped out. The stars aligned for you. I can't imagine what it's like for you. It's a whole different experience.
Except for taking ground balls in Texas. You'll remember. I think that was the moment that Blummer became all of our best friends because everybody consoled him when he got beat up by the hard infield in Texas.
Oh, I got destroyed. I hated that place, man. And you know what? I was actually going to bring that up because when I moved into that clubhouse, obviously I'm on a team in San Diego that's in first place. I get traded to a team that's in first place by 15 games. And then, I'm getting crushed out there. And at no point, I love the fact that I was able to get ragged on. And I love the fact that even when I was maybe the 24th, 25th guy on that roster, I never felt that way. And I think that's probably the biggest compliment to give to these guys is knowing that even though I was just that role player or that insurance plan for whatever, if PK got hurt or if Creedy's back, whatever, giving guys days off, I never felt like I was that guy that was just the 24, just hanging on, with that thread at the end of the rope. Every time I went out for an at-bat, these guys would say, hey, get him next time, or they'd say, great job. And then it's pretty obvious when I go back and I watch some of those videos of 2005 in the World Series, when Willie Harris scores the run in Game 4, we're going bonkers. Every guy to a man is going nuts. I get lucky enough to square one up and hit it out, and I see the reaction on the bench initially, and I could watch that over and over on a loop because to a man, everybody leapt out of the dugout, and that's what I remember most about 2005.
That it was just everything came in line, and the people that were brought in that 05 season, even though we lost a Maglio Ordonez and a Carlos Lee, it was amazing how well that team meshed and how we cared about each other and about winning more than anything. And that no matter what went on in the clubhouse, if people don't understand, we actually during a baseball season spend more time with our teammates than we do with our own families. And so you become a family in the clubhouse. And that family sometimes has trouble where guys get into it with each other. But then it's erased as soon as you step on that field because everybody was out and pushing for the same goal. And that was winning games and winning a championship. And that's what made that team special more than probably any other team I've ever been on.
Awesome. Everyone's nodding in approval. Awesome. Great to spend time with you guys under these difficult circumstances, but it's great. And I'm sure everyone watching has thoroughly enjoyed all of your memories, and much respect to all of you guys, and stay safe.